It actually might be better to make the jump from here. There we go. And here we get the Ash Knuckle Ring, which actually is the item I was thinking about. It's useful, in the sense that any of the defensive rings are useful. Increases your petrification resistance. I don't find it particularly useful, but it's an item you could use if you're having trouble with petrification. I think I've been petrified once, and that's because I was trying to get petrified to see what it looked like. I was cursed a bunch of times in Dark Souls 1 what's it called? The depths. Come on, guys. Maybe that's not close enough to lure them. Can I actually see them? Alright, I guess I'll try to make the jump here. Nope. Yep, and they're there. Oh, I missed. Well, it's a good thing they are the one-shot guys who stay dead. Alright, well, to really get that item I have to jump from the top, so I guess we'll do that. Probably we'll get more use out of one Homer bone than the item I'm trying to get here, but whatever. The value is me showing you the item rather than the item itself, in this case. I'm just glad that I'm not dying. Well, I did die. That guy has an interesting hat. And a hat that I could have, but didn't get it. And probably one of the optimal things you can do at this point. If you were just going by pure statistical stuff. It's probably slightly better to do what you need to do to get that than to get the benefit from that guy. But whatever. Basically, you have to kill somebody to get that hat, and I didn't want to kill him. So I'm out of arrows now. So I basically have to make this jump properly, or yeah. And this is one of those weird angled jumps, too. Oh, and I missed. Well, I died anyway. Maybe I should get some arrows before coming down here. It's a pretty cool item, I have to say, even though it's something that I probably won't end up using. Let's go buy some arrows. And there's probably an easier way of getting to it that I don't know. Maybe I could have made the jump from down there and I just fucked it up. It's not that big a deal either way. Oh, I can't buy... well... I can still buy some arrows. Let's use 2 of them to buy arrows. Alright. Buy some arrows.
I'll be around.
And go back. Are you having fun over there? Just kind of wiggling your feet. Whatevs. That's the gutter. I don't want to go there. We'll leave her to her business. At the very least, I can keep getting my souls back, so I'm not really losing anything but some health. And I'll probably end up using a human effigy or something, or getting summoned to do the boss anyway. Let me know what you guys think about me getting summoned to do the boss and then doing the boss myself. This next boss, I need to summon an NPC for storyline purposes. But let me know what you guys think of that. I did that on the Ruin Sentinels because I thought, well, I was kind of derping it up, and I don't think I've done a boss solo before then. And then I did this one, which you have to do solo. I believe. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe I just need to do a straight run and jump. Oh, I rolled instead of jumped. Well, no big deal. If I make the jump, I won't die. It's just... Sometimes when you're doing a shorter jump, I get the timing wrong. When I'm doing the shorter jump, not when you're doing the shorter jump. When one is doing the shorter jump, if you get the timing wrong, it'll just make you roll. Maybe I'm just bad at it. Usually, like this is probably the episode I've died the most in, just because of falling damage. Precision platforming is not one of the strong suits of this game, and I think this illustrates this pretty clearly. It's better than in Dark Souls 1, don't get me wrong. Dark Souls 1's platforming was awful. In this game, well, there's a couple of bugs, I guess, with it, where you just don't jump as far as you should. At the very least, I'm in a spot. There we go. See? It shouldn't have been that hard. The disc chime. The disc chime is actually pretty cool in that it actually acts as a shield. I can't use it right now because I don't have enough faith. But it's not a very good physical shield, but it has nice lightning block and decent dark block. It's okay. If you're just doing a pure spellcaster, it's definitely good for like a secondary thing. If you were like using pyromancies or hexes or something in your other hand, or even, you know, using hexes in both hands, since you can use that to cast hexes. It's not the best thing, but if you're just using it as a secondary thing, it's pretty good. And you can use it as a shield, which is really nice. I've never used it though, because I usually like to either min-max. I either have a shield or I have a thing, and I don't really feel as though it's important. I should use my souls before moving on, and I should probably cut this episode. Well, I'll do the next one, and I'll just, I was wanting to make these into more distinct chunks and not have weird cuts, but whatever. Alright, let's go use my souls here. That guy's got a big sword. We will eventually have to do the gutter, and I could do it now, but I just wanted to finish what I started.
Bearer of the sea.
Alright, let's level up here. As I said, we want to get some faith. Take 14. We're getting there. We're getting there. And now I actually have a spell that I can attune. So we might as well do that. I can attune heal, but not great heal. I'm not... Emit Force is a really good spell. So, let's actually equip... I can't use the disc charm. I can use this, though. So, I like the cleric things, the chimes, because it's like a bell and you ring it. Ring-a-ling! And then you get healed. And the cool thing about the heals in this game is that they're AoEs, so they're really good for doing co-op stuff. So it's really nice, actually. And since, you know, I don't have a shield equipped anyway, it's not really a problem, unless I am over my weight limit. Nope, I'm not. So whatever. So, let's go down and, activate that Pharaoh's Lockstone. You'll notice that I'm not going to heal myself here. And there's a good reason for that. This is another PvP area, and I'm going to get killed. There's really no way of avoiding it. Basically the way, well, this is one of the more, like, the one I was in just a minute ago is unfair in the sense that, it's bad.
I'm dead! Keep your hands off our bell! The great bell of Arkin. The bell belongs to the princess, it do. Stay back and we slice you to bits. In my chance, we shall be left.
So this place is full of rhyming dwarfs.
Send back all your pieces. Tiniest pieces. A long time ago, the princess she made me. Yes, just like so. To guard this bell for the prince's honour. Stay away, foul undead, or you'll be a goner. Stay back! It belongs to the princess, it do.
We could actually join the Covenant, but that doesn't stop the PvP from happening here.
You wish to guard the bell, you do.
Oh, there it goes.
For the prince and the princess forever. For true.
Sure. We'll go back and join Ratmans later. This is a proper invasion.
For you.
He gives me the Bellkeeper's ring.
When you're round the bell, you'll be brought near. When the bell is in trouble, the ring brings you here.
Excuse me, I'm talking.
Slice them to pieces for the princess.
Being very patient. Thank you, sir. Okay, now you can kill me. Hello? Yeah. You have anything else to say? Let's go fight this guy. And this is why it's unfair. There's two people here. Come at me, bro. This is the most fun thing to see if you can get away from them. I can't because the door is blocked. But woo! I'm dead. If you jump from the stairs, you can actually get in that hole. Okay. So they can actually summon two people. And there's enemies in here, and they're all hostile to you. Even if you're in the Covenant. I joined the Covenant, they're still here. Yeah. And there's a boss in here. There's a boss in the other area, too. But that pulls you into somebody else's world. And when you die, you don't lose anything. This one, you die, you die. You have to come in and get your souls and everything. It's nasty. But it is lots of fun to do. It's one of those things that, everybody's a jerk when they're in it. But you're a jerk when you're in it, too, because it's just so much fun to be an asshole about it. And then there's a 5-minute, I think, timer for getting invaded. So we have a pretty good bumper here. And there's some items in this area, so let's go pick them up. There's also some enemies here. These little dwarf mans. They actually hit pretty hard. So you want to be careful. Well, I'm probably going to get invaded a couple more times before I'm done with the area. There's a box over here. Let's open it up. This boss is not particularly easy either, especially at the level I'm at. Well, I don't really know. I don't really know what level people are at when coming in to do this. But I'm definitely going to be equipping a shield because they they have those weird sweeping attacks that I don't like. And well, you'll see. You will see. We actually did get a hint about this when we walked up to the top of the salt fort. We saw something flying away. That is related to this boss. Oh, come on. That definitely looked like it hit him. these guys actually have bows too, and their bows are pretty good because they're really light. So if you're like cramped for weight allowance, it's quite nice. If you don't kill that one guy and you try to climb this, he'll shoot you and you'll fall off. This guy will usually only get you once, so you can get off. And what you want to do is you want to ring the bell. Also fire bombs. And there's a bunch of them up here. If you're using weapons that don't deal as much damage, these guys can really be a... I just baseballed that back to him. I don't know if you saw there, but there was a portcullis at the bottom of the stairs, at the bottom of the ladder there, that there was a dwarf standing in front of. And that's why we rang that bell, to open that portcullis. And that is the reason I said the door was blocked. Because that's the door. There's no escape from this area. If you do make it to there with the door open, the summoners just get banished to their world. Up at the top here, we get a bunch of Skeptic Spice. It's pretty cool. What those do is they make it so that you can lower the requirements for spells. Skeptic Spice being faith-based spells, miracles, or hexes. And, yeah. Alright. So, I don't have my full Estus flasks here. So, well, I only have 6 in total. And I suppose if I die, I'm not losing a whole lot. Let's go ahead and, go for the gusto here. Oh, actually, I can summon people. Okay. I'll summon somebody for this. Oop. Summoning failed. Well, never mind then. I'm healing slowly. If I get invaded here, it's not a problem, because they can't really hurt me here. What do I want to have equipped here? Chloranthy ring, definitely. And I guess the Ring of Restoration is alright. Wait a couple minutes. Nah. I was gonna see if I could wait. See if somebody... Well, let's see if somebody else wants to summon me. Come on, bros. I'm here to get summoned. I summoned Sinus Spirit. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Remember this? It's a reference. Oh. I should probably actually have the shield equipped. But, you'll notice, it starts with 2. You want to be very careful here, because it's a kind of a combination of the Bell Gargoyle fight and the 4 Kings. You'll notice that there's 1 health bar there. You also can't cut off their tails. When you get one down to half health, another one will spawn. And I think there's a total of 6. Almost walked straight into that fire. Basically, you just want to focus on one of them until he's dead. Oop. At least I got them all on one side of me. Alright. They also tend to get very cautious when they are below half health. Oh, come on. And they do this. Alright, go for the gusto. There we go. And I'm fat rolling here because I didn't balance my my armor. Let's go ahead and use a candy here. So I've already injured one, so let's focus on that one. Chloranthy ring is very useful here since I'm blocking a good proportion of the time. I missed. It's too far away. Alright. I'm also above my weight limit, so I'm getting even less stamina regeneration. I often get emboldened after I kill one to get too greedy on the next one, especially since I usually have 3 out once I kill one. This is a pretty long fight, as you can see. Okay, so there's going to be another one here in a minute. Just to try to take that guy out. I tend to get greedy and pay for it. Let's try to keep the guys behind me, or in front of me. Keeping the guys behind me would not be a good idea. And would probably be fairly difficult, actually. I think I'm going to need to hit this guy twice. I missed. Alright. I was almost positive that you couldn't summon people for this fight, but I guess you can? Because there were summon signs there, but... there we go. Okay. You'll notice that it's about... maybe there's only 5. I don't know. Oh, there's also an item over there. I unblocked there on purpose because I was going to get staggered if I didn't. They're both injured, actually. One of the things you can kind of do is you can get them both low, but not low enough that it summons another one. And do it that way. So maybe we'll try doing that. We already summoned another one. Alright. I think I just deal too much damage to really moderate my damage that way. The downside, I suppose, doing big weapons. Come at me, bro. They're too close to each other. They do kind of block for each other once this situation is up. Oh! Alright. Let's attack this one, since that one is injured enough that he's actually injured. Okay. You can see how it's like you were not careful with this, how you could easily get overwhelmed really quickly. I like how I had so much trouble jumping down a ledge, and I can do some of these bosses a little bit easier than you would expect. Although this might be considered an easy boss by, I guess, the community. I'm not sure. It's definitely a lot harder than a lot of the bosses in Dark Souls 1, I would say. It's not Ornstein and Smo levels. Smog or Smog, however you pronounce that. But, yeah. Now, once I ran completely out of resources because I came in here with basically nothing, and I actually had to open my inventory and get the items while I was doing that. And once there's one, it's not difficult. And there we go, Belfry Gargoyles. The first try, no less. I feel pretty good about that. I did it a little bit cautiously. I could have, gone for the gusto and did it two-handed sword. I also did it with 4 Estus flasks, and I only used 2 of them. I'm gonna toot my own horn here, but I feel pretty good about that. So, is there any other items I forgot here? Now, the Salt Fort, when you go to the top of the Salt Fort and you haven't fought this boss, one of the gargoyles is sitting up there, and he'll fly away when you get up there. Kind of letting you know that this boss is here, I suppose. So, this is basically the area. It's fairly short. Just go through here, and we will go down these stairs, and there's a little drop-off here. I don't think there's anything in here that is like a secret door or anything. There's a box here. Get what's in the box. And there's another treasure later, or earlier in the area that I haven't picked up. The Southern Ritual Band is something that is pretty cool. What's this? It gives you more attunement slots. The normal one gives you 1, the plus one gives you gives you an additional 1, so that's 2. And then there's another one that gives you 3, which almost all the plus 2 rings are New Game Plus items. So here, a bonfire. Not sure what the point of this bonfire is. Maybe you can hang around here while wearing the ring and it'll count. Because we are still technically in Belfry Luna, which is what this area is called. But below here, there is the entire reason I did this. Oh, see, there's a bunch of dogs here. Oh, I should probably get to the top here and equip my sword. That'd be a good idea. And I couldn't equip my shield, that's just probably a mistake. But whatever. Let's lock onto one of these. Just so I have a better roll here. So we have Borgle the Sinner. And this area really reminded me of a specific boss fight in Dark Souls 1. Bunch of dogs, stairway, asshole chasing you. Yeah. Very reminiscent, if not exactly like, the Capra Demon fight. Although this guy's no Capra Demon. Don't get me wrong. He's definitely no Capra Demon. Why am I using this one-handed? And he's basically just one of those spear guys from the Forest of the Fallen Giants. Hey, no! I wonder what spear that is. I think that's a partisan because he's slashing with it. Not too difficult. But the bottom here, there is the Bastille Key, which is the reason I did this. And up here's some stuff. Enchanted Falchion, however you want to do that. It doesn't regenerate your health like in Demon Souls, just an enchanted weapon. Which basically turns your intelligence into attack bonus. For, I think it's the same scaling as strength or dexterity. So see here we're at Belfry Luna, not Belfry, yeah, Belfry Luna. And we join the Covenant. So, since we did that pretty well, and that's pretty good division of time there. I like that. Let's go back to the Salt Fort here. Although I probably should go level up first before I do that. Because, you know, it's probably a good idea. When I originally played this game, I thought there was, like, something connected with lighting all the torches, but I did that, and it doesn't do anything. I mean, I could have missed some or something like that, but
Bearer of the curtains, seek.
I was kind of disappointed. I thought there would be, like, Zelda puzzles when lighting the torches or something like that. It would activate something earlier in the level and you'd have to go get it. And not even close. I may not even level up anymore after. That is an interesting outfit. Actually, I do have a bunch of soul items. Ah, the Belfry Gargoyle. I didn't look at these. Okay. So the servant, the Vanguard soul, is basically there to see if you're tough enough to meet the Rat King. And I don't know if I looked at this, but it's an empty soul that haunts armor. How much are these? How much do I need to level up?
Bearer of left.
I could have checked that an easier way. Let's see. I need 6 more points. I probably don't have enough stuff in my inventory to do that.